Hey, so I realized in my last video that I was talking about a lot of factors that went into whether the market was going up or down, but something I didn't really go into was how inventory or supply of inventory tells us where we are in the market. And right now, our supply of inventory tells us we are still deep in a very strong seller's market. So let's talk about that for a second. So when there are not enough homes on the market, buyer demand for those very few homes is very high. There are more buyers out there than sellers are putting homes on the market, so demand is strong. There's increased competition for those homes, and buyers competing for those homes drives the prices up, which is what we've seen in the last 5+ years. Um, the opposite of that when there are more homes on the market that exceed the demand, so you have more stuff than people want to buy, you have lower buyer demand for each of those homes, and there's less competition for each of those homes. So the homes stay on the market longer, and sellers drop the price or start out initially pricing their homes when they hit the market lower, which creates a trend. And we are not in that point yet, but we're just starting to see the signs of the market moving from low inventory and high demand. Um, so what I'll show you in the next couple slides presents that in a way that you can just see. So we're looking here at probably a good 8 years or so of real estate market across northern Colorado. Um, and what this is showing you is the month's supply of inventory. Um, we've been hovering, except for that big spike during COVID, and then the bottoming out after COVID, we've been hovering around 2 months plus or minus of inventory. And you see it goes up and down a little bit. That is normal cyclical dipping in the winter and peaking in the spring and summer. So what month's supply of inventory means is that if all the homes that were on the market at this moment were bought up, how quickly would that happen? How many months would it take for all of those homes to be bought up by buyers at the rate that they're buying homes? So if it would take them 5 months to buy up all their homes on the market and no new ones hypothetically came on the market, we would have 5 months of inventory. Right now, we are way over here on the far right side. Right now, we've got about 2 months of inventory. So like I said, you can see that big spike that was from COVID when no one could go out and buy homes, so homes sat on the market longer. And right now, we've got about 2 months of inventory. But what I want you to really pay attention to is that dotted line where it says buyer's market above that line, seller's market below that line. More than 6 months of inventory is a buyer's market. Less than 6 months of inventory is a seller's market. So even though I've said that we're starting to see signs that the market is changing, and you can see that generally the trend from 2021 and 2022 is that supply has been increasing as we move along towards where we are now in July, August 2023. But we are still deep, deep in a seller's market. And although we can feel the changes, such as homes taking a few weeks longer to sell and home prices flat for the last few months, and a few more homes coming in the market, we need to see a much bigger change. And I don't see that happening in any great jump anytime really soon. There would have to be some major economic shift. I'm talking like a national economic shift or a global economic shift or some sort of economic disaster for homes to sit on the market longer and sellers to start lowering their prices so that inventory increases and we shift closer up to that buyer's market. So right now, we're still deep in a seller's market. We are approaching, it's probably going to take a while, maybe another year or two, to see approaching a balanced market of around 5, 6 months of inventory. But it's coming, just no one knows when. Hopefully, this is helpful for you. If you have questions about how this market affects you and whether you're going to buy or sell soon, let me know. There's my contact info. Thanks very much.